Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning, you guys, and happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yes, it is. I had to second guess myself there for a second. Okay, Foodie Beauty raged, you guys. She raged and farted. Well, actually, she sharded. I have some horrific things I need to show you on Twitter. It's going to be a good time. Don't eat. That is my suggestion to you. I mean, at one point, she was talking about cheese and farting, and she was just pretending like nothing was happening. Nobody was saying a word, but it was very obvious to me, maybe because I'm wearing AirPods. I don't know. I could hear everything with these suckers. Anyways, let me say hello to you guys, and then I'm going to go traumatize you over on Twitter. We have Rosie stuff. We have Amberlynn stuff. We have lots of Chantel. We have footage of Salah and Chantel kissing. Yes, we do. And it literally turned my stomach. And it was one of those things that if I had to see it, so do you. So I'm sorry, but if I'm going to be traumatized, we're all going to be traumatized together. It's just going to be how it is, okay? Hello, Lily. How are you? Hello, Pocahontas Free the People. Hello, Rainbow Road. Erin. Hello, gorgeous. Lily. Violet. There's two Lilies. Lily May. Okay, I'm going to start saying Lily May, and then Lily's the other Lily. Hello. Hello, Mike. Hello, Nick. Hi, Lori. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Nicole. I hope you made it home safely, and I hope you're not in too much pain if you went to the dentist. Maybe it was just a cleaning, and now you have like the sparkliest teeth in town. I hope you made it home safe. Hello, Sniper. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Cryptomaria. I don't know if you're still in here. There were some new faces. I want to make sure to say hi to Fighting Irish and Xtoria. Welcome in. These streams are oftentimes disgusting, so welcome. Oh my gosh. Okay, going back to work, gonna listen for a bit. Have an amazing day at work. Hello, Blue Jays. Good morning. Be kind. Hello, gorgeous. All right, let's just get right into the bullshit. I'm sharing my screen. You guys, let me know if you want to hear a Rosie song because we eventually get to a tweet about it. It's slow. Maybe we'll end the stream on it. Nice and easy. Can you see my screen? Hold on. Oh no, don't fuck with me again. Every day. Every effing day. Okay, well, I can't really put you in a different place. Well, hold on. Yes, I can. Well, I know you could see it, but for some reason, my options of where to put you goes away. And it really, really bothers me. And ever since that one day somebody asked me to make it bigger and I couldn't, I've had a complex about it. Okay. So I cannot continue on with the stream until I have you in a position where at least you can see it a little bit better. I don't know if that even made a difference, but in my head it did. So we're just going to go along with it, okay? If you have trouble seeing it, I do know you can zoom in on YouTube. And I'm going to do one more thing and then we could carry on. I'm sorry. It's the ADHD. Things are going to seriously bother me until it's exactly how I want it. Okay, off we go. This is a thing at Taco Bell, and I saw it and I didn't believe it was real, but apparently it is, and it seemed like such a Chantel thing to eat. Okay, well, you guys let me know. Would you try a Mountain Dew pie? It's supposed to have a gelatinous type texture. It looks disgusting. And it's $20 to eat something that's turquoise. And then their new drinks look like they put the beef from their burritos into the beverages. Do you see that too? I mean, I'm sure that's not meat, but that's what it looks like to me. And this whole thing just screams Chantel. It actually is disgusting to look at. I don't know what happened to Taco Bell. I remember being a kid, and the only thing that my parents could get me that was meat related on the menu to eat was a beef Mexi melt. It was the only thing that I liked. They used to try to get me to eat meat. Now they know it's a lost cause. Anyways, so and now they don't even have that. It's just all crap. I mean, the beverages during happy hour, I think you could get like a dollar something. But other than that, like who eats at Taco Bell anymore? Do you eat at Taco Bell out there? I don't know. I feel like Taco Bell and Del Taco are shit. And Burger King. I didn't know I'd be raging about fast food at 8:31 in the morning, but this really offended me. There's no other way to say it. I am offended by this food. FFG would smash that. Yeah, probably. I see that and I think like one would have to be drunk to smash that, right? I could see being drunk and eating that whole pie, but other than that, no thank you. And this is why I'm sober, because I would get drunk and eat nasty shit like that. Anyways, Kool-Aid pies are good as hell. I can imagine it tastes like that. See, but a Kool-Aid pie, though that doesn't sound amazing, it sounds much better than a Baja Blast pie. But maybe I just don't like Baja Blast. Maybe I don't even know if I've tried it. It's just one of those things that sounds too sugary. I'm just gonna stay with Coke Zero. That's a good time to me. Don't think I'm a hater. If you love your Baja Blast, continue to like it because I like gross things too, right? Like I like black licorice, and most people are disgusted by that, but I think it tastes like heaven. Sounds too sweet. I think so too. Hey, Naughty Box, I'm not a big Mountain Dew fan. It just sounds like your heart racing and too much sugar. That's what Mountain Dew sounds like to me. Narcissistic Girl said, I love it when the ankle absolutely loses his mind. I didn't watch this clip specifically because I wanted to watch it with you guys. Aaron, you watched the ankle, right? I feel like you've shared videos to me by them before. Anyways, like I said, this stream is kind of like a variety of topics. So I don't know. Don't get your heart set on one thing because it's going to be jumping all over the place.
Pantsless because Emily liked it. She, like I said.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You were in a relationship with someone and they liked you pantless? Oh, God forbid. What the fuck? Like, I'd hope so.
She likes seeing me in her bed half naked. She like.
Oh my god. Oh, I think she all thought we would have a fucking aneurysm with that. Like, oh my god, you guys, earth shattering.
I have the worst mental image of Amberlynn pantsless in bed, and I really need it to go away right now. Somehow that is more offensive than that Mountain Dew pie. Please go away, mental image. I really wish I didn't have such a wild imagination. I mean, do you ever okay, if you have an imagination like me, if you were one of those kids who always got in trouble for daydreaming, that was me. I was always staring off into space, couldn't ever focus, didn't really want to because what was going on in my brain was much more entertaining than whatever somebody was yapping about. That's just the reality. Anyways, everything is so vivid in my mind, like to the point where I can almost smell things. I think I missed my calling in life, like writing, making movies or something, because they would be insane. I could just take the things that I dream about from my sleeping pill and then write it down the next day. Just use my imagination to fill in the blanks. And then there we go. I'd be a billionaire by now. I'd probably be dead if I was a billionaire. Well, not at this point. 20-year-old Breezy would have been dead with too much money. 42-year-old Breezy has a child with expensive taste, and it would all go to her. That's it, that's all. I'm fine with Ross clothes. My daughter is now into true religion, and I'm very sad for myself. Very cute clothes, just very sad for my bank account. Anyways, I want to see Pocahontas. That's the downside of having a vivid imagination. Some of the mental images, right? You guys got in trouble were you guys in trouble too as kids? Yeah, I feel like I'm on my report cards, like, I don't know, for the most part, it was always, "She talks too much, passing notes in class, don't know what the heck she's looking at." Okay, they didn't word it like that, but it was something along the lines of me staring off into space and daydreaming. But that was so much fun to me. It really was. I couldn't care less about math and whatever else. I just didn't care. I would just imagine things. Anyways, this picture, if you know, you know. I think at this point we all know Chantel, right? And how she said that she has this urge to breastfeed other people's children. And we were all mortified. I mean, breastfeeding is a beautiful thing. However, you don't just walk around wanting to breastfeed other people's children. That's odd. It's weird. But anyways, Megan Raina Fox posted this. Y'all ever feel like breastfeeding other people's kids? Me either. No, not once in my life. Not once in my life. How about you out there? This is the content that Chantel can't do. And apparently she was mad that Sansa goes out and about and does things. She went to Niagara Falls and put up a vlog on it. So I will be watching it later. I always say this. I always say I'm going to be watching it, and then I don't know, I forget. I start watching other shit shows, but like I'm hoping at some point to see Niagara Falls through your eyes, Sansa. I really am hoping at some point I remember to watch this vlog. If you want to see Niagara Falls in Ontario, go check out Sansa. I want to say it's Sansa's Cooks, but then it throws me off because her Twitter name is different. Unbelievably annoying cat voice now. It's Sansa Cooks, right? Yes. Tink Tink Boop Boop said she even does travel videos that are watchable. I heard she had a Nashi, and I only know that because Foodie Beauty's chat was mad that Sansa had a Nashi before Chantel. Lisa Manning said, "Hot take, Salah has already met his next wife. I think he started looking when Foodie decided to go home. I'm sure his family was eager to help." I'm sure they go on dates, and that's why he's never home, and that's why he's always hanging out with her family. It seems like at that point, like when you're dating over there, maybe the whole family comes along. I don't know, but that's what I already think he's courting his first cousin. Okay? That's already in my brain. There's no option of him being single. And he's already had the love of his life, so why bother dating again? None of that. He's already planning his wedding, okay? This makes me so happy. And this gives me hope in the world, right? If Kristen and Lauren can be friends again, then maybe war will finally end on this earth. I don't know, but this made my heart truly happy. the young breezy who used to watch Laguna Beach and The Hills. And I liked both of them, but then I felt like I had to choose a side, and when I wanted to be really bitchy and catty, I was team Kristen. When I was feeling sweet and angelic, I was team Lauren, but I truly liked both of them and still do. And they're friends now. They ended their feud. All is right in the world. Leah, hey! I knew this pig was pretending that Salad was sick. Hey, Grunge! Salad will be married by January or February. Mark your calendars. I will. Vicky! I don't think it was Foodie Beauty's decision to leave. There's nothing she can do because he has control now. The Hills and 90210. I loved 90210. Okay, who was your favorite? I loved Dylan and Brenda. I did. I even had 90210 Barbie dolls. And I had New Kids on the Block Barbie dolls too. I wonder what happened to them. Anyways, I really liked New Kids on the Block. How about you? Remember Hangin' Tough? I thought that was the best song. And then what was the other one? Please Don't Go, Girl. I think that was New Kids on the Block, right? Luke Perry, Dylan and Brenda. Yes, I was so sad when Luke passed away. You know, I don't know if anybody else's parents are like this, but like I almost hate when I hate when musicians die in general, right? But I hate it a million times more when it's like a musician my dad listened to or my mom, because they always get weird after. They do for a few days, like, oh my gosh, he was around my age. And then they're weird for a few days after. Anyways, I always see how it affects them. And I feel like Luke Perry was mine. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I watched him on 90210. And then I watched, what was that one show? I watched it until it got weird, and now the name of it is drawing a blank. It had Jughead, Veronica, Archie. He played the dad. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, for some reason it's completely leaving my brain and it's really bothering me. Anyways, I think I watched the first 2 seasons and then it got weird. Yes, that's true. I believe Foodie isn't happily living in Syria, but isn't ready to fully give up Salah. Well, she might have to give him up either way because apparently she's facing like 15 years for her money laundering that she doesn't want anybody talking about. So, really fast, when we eventually get to her rage after my ADHD thoughts are done traveling all over the place, and we get to that point, she rages because her chat calls her out on money laundering. I guess No Madness had covered it and said what Beauty is doing is, in fact, considered money laundering. And then she got all offended in her chat, and people were saying, well, if you're claiming the money, then you have no reason to be worried. Then no problem. And she goes, why would I claim the money? Why would I claim the income? Anyway, so she's an idiot. She's an absolute idiot, and maybe this will be the thing that gets her investigated, you know? Um, season 4 won't be a bore. Riverdale, that's what it is. Thank you, old wrinkly wiener. It was gonna drive me insane for the rest of the day. Did you guys watch it until it got weird too? I really liked the cast. That was like the biggest thing. Mark Consuelos was in it. Skeet Ulrich was in it. Who else? Luke Perry, obviously. The guy who played Archie is really good. I can't remember his name though. I don't think his hair is really red though, and it makes me sad. Oh my gosh. Ruby! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Ruby. How's your boyfriend doing after the stream yesterday? Is he still watching? Because we have sharding that's going to happen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Erin, it has to catch up to eventually. Leah, huge denial. I agree. She's actually helping fund terrorist organizations, in my opinion. You know, if we were talking about anybody else, that would be like too far fetched for me. But considering who she's married to and how he's been so vocal about his beliefs and how she's adopted his extreme beliefs, it wouldn't surprise me at this point. It wouldn't. Nora Lynn said, so Chantal hurt her ear using a Timu earwax removal kit, but also Chantal doesn't get earwax. Would you trust some foreign object in your ear with a giant spring? I don't know. I once had a really itchy ear, and I remember I stuck a bobby pin in there and I forgot that I was scratching it with it, and I put something up to my ear, maybe it was a phone, something, and I hit my eardrum. And ever since then, you just don't put weird things in your ear, okay? That was a long time ago in my defense. I think we've all had an ear itch that we try to scratch and then we learn our lessons. Don't put weird objects in your ear. In fact, you're not even supposed to put Q-tips all the way inside your ear. You're not. I don't know who needs to hear that. But lately our streams have been very educational. Yesterday I had people buying probiotics. Today I'm helping people not damage their eardrums. And I feel like I'm benefiting the world in some type of way. So here's Amberlynn Reed's arm. I am going to choose to keep my mouth shut, but look at his face. His face says it all, and that's how I feel. And now I understand why it looks like her hair hadn't been washed in 2 weeks the last time I saw her. Because truly, if your arm is that big, do you really want to wash your hair? It just seems so heavy. Sometimes I'm lazy. I always wash my hair. I'm one of those people, I can't go like 7 days without it because my hair's thin and it's very obvious. I wash it every day. But there's some days I talk myself out of it or try to. I'm like, do you really want to wash your hair? Do you really want to shave your legs? And then I get in and I do it all because I enjoy being clean. But if my arm was this big, maybe I would just not wash my hair for 3 weeks. I don't know. That is painful. I said I was gonna be nice. I'm still trying to be nice. I'm being empathetic because you must have to really not like yourself to abuse yourself, right? I think of the times in addiction where I was putting unknown substances at my nose and into my body. I didn't like myself. I didn't care if I was going to be here tomorrow. I hated myself, actually. I despised my life. I'm just being very honest right now. So I think oftentimes when we're doing these dangerous habits, overindulging, we don't like ourselves very much and we don't care about tomorrow. And I truly, you know what? I wish for everybody that they would fall in love with themselves because once you do, you don't want to hurt yourself anymore. But Amberlynn Reed does such awful things. I mean, the world hates her for a reason, so I imagine she hates herself too. TikTok is hiding so many talents. Coming soon. Do we want to click? We could watch a few seconds, right? Hold on. It's like 3 minutes long, but I'm genuinely curious. Let's see. I can't believe an Amberlynn Reed movie is coming out for Halloween. One night in Kentucky, it came to our boy.
What the fuck is that? Boy. Why the demon pushes me through? The heel spur. This leg hurts. I can't die early. I don't want to. Why did you eat 20 pieces of nugget? Oh shit! Oh. Walking in there, I spread the shark. I'm actually scared right now.
Same.
Jump! Alive! You're alive! You're alive! Runner!
Oh my gosh. This is kind of the best movie in the world. I don't think it wants to play anymore. Fuck my life. Okay, you guys, that was so good. Oh, here we go. Safe. That's terrifying.
Wait!
That was the best movie I've seen. How about you? I mean, it's okay to love yourself how you should love yourself, but don't be a narcissist. Don't have a massive ego as big as Amber. The only thing bigger than Amber is her ego, honestly. But like truly, if she loved herself, would she continue to have to be so awful and put everybody else down? I don't know. She needs intensive therapy, rehab, inpatient. Like she would benefit from going away for a year. She would before she ever engaged with her audience or the general public again. But she won't. So she'll forever be stuck in a cycle of hating herself. And so she hates herself and she treats other people bad. You know, she won't ever heal, and that's the sad part. That movie was so effing good, by the way. I don't know who created it. Did we happen to see what was on the screen? Can one of the mods, if you saw it, can you let us know who created it? Oh, Silly, it's Silly said, LMAO, Amberlynn Reed horror movie trailer. I'll add the most iconic screenshot to highlight the jump scares in this clip. What was the scariest part to you? For me, it was when she was a furry. And then when she went across the bridge for some reason, I don't know. When I was very sick last year, I lost some hair. My hair thinned. I already have thick hair, but I can really feel the difference as it's growing back, and it's annoying to style sometimes. I bet I I would chop off my arm for hair like yours, Erin, just so you know. I hope you know it's gorgeous. The color of it's gorgeous. It just flows so pretty. I don't know how you moisturize it or what you do, if you just keep mayonnaise on it 24/7, but it looks so moisturized. It's not thirsty, not one strand of hair on your head. All right, I guess more Amberlynn Reed. Oh no, just to let you know, the video that was removed on Rachel's is now everywhere. So, I mean, they really did a disservice to themselves by asking Rachel to remove the video. And she kind of did a disservice to herself by removing it because now everybody else has it, right? So Malarkey said, as others are uploading on YouTube, I will put a copy of the privated Rachel Amberlynn Reed video here. I will only take it down if Rachel asks. Otherwise, F you, Tommy. I love this for Emily. I do. This is what I got yesterday. Every day on payday, I will buy myself a little something because I'm not one of those people. I don't treat myself every day, right? I don't. Every day is Christmas for my daughter. You know what? I'm grateful that I get to be there for her and spoil her. But I'll just say this every day on payday, I don't know. And you should do this too when you get paid. Buy yourself a little treat. Okay? You worked hard for it. So, anyways, I went and got a vape. I dispensary beast. This was, I think, $35. And it comes with two different strains in it. So one side is candy fumes, and the other side is ice cream. It's by Sluggers, so if you happen to ever see this brand at your dispensary, get it. It's worth it. Um, I love the taste. Makes me a bit giggly. Good times. Oh, then I got an avocado roll. It was like $7. No, $7.50. It's just avocado, seaweed, and rice. And I put a little seaweed on it. And then that was my lunch and dinner, and I stayed full. That's what I did. I felt amazing after I ate it. Good times. You get the coolest vapes there. I feel like it took a minute though. I feel like at first, when it was first legal out here, I feel like it was really expensive. Everything was really expensive, and we didn't have a lot. But now we have good vapes, and the prices are more doable. So if it's just legal where you are, or it's just been legal for a year or 2 years or whatever, give it time. Eventually, the prices do go down. They do. And you have to find. Here's your thing. Here's your thing. You have to find the right dispensary, right? So, like, I go to a good one that always has deals. They always have some sort of a deal. And so I happen to take advantage of the deals, and then I get a rewards program. So oftentimes I'll get $5 to $10 off my vape, right? So there you go. You have to do your research, and that is what I do. 35 bucks for 2 grams, not complaining. Um, you know, and the avocado roll, 10 out of 10, highly recommend if you're wondering what you should have for lunch and you want something different than you usually get that. It keeps you full and you feel good after you eat it. Like you don't feel guilty after, you know? Hey, Ricky Bobby, you're giving me hope for the Australian. medicinal cannabis scene. It's abysmal here right now. Quality and prices. It just takes a minute. It does. The hardest part is waiting. But then once prices go down and you get more of a variety and you'll be happy and you forgot that you overpaid and you had a really cheap ass looking vape, okay? You'll forget all about it, I promise. The Flupa Booty said, let's be real. She wants to be back by November 1st so she can hit up every shopper's drug mart in a 100-kilometer radius and buy all the discounted Halloween candy. Probably. Is there a Halloween candy you really like? I feel like most people like candy corn, but I hate it. I don't know why. It just doesn't taste good to me. It kind of tastes like wax and not, I don't know. It just doesn't have a good taste to me. My mouth doesn't like it, but my daughter loves it. My mom loves candy corn. I feel like I like the Muddy Buddy packets that you buy for the kids. I like those. I like the Count Chocula cereal that comes out during the Halloween, but there's not like a candy where I'm like, oh, Christmas. Is there a Christmas candy I'm like that about? I don't think so either, because I don't like candy canes. I think I'm broken. I'm very broken, you guys. My 2026 sponsor for fishing is Deals Dispensary. That's awesome. If you guys like fishing, Ricky Bobby streams on his channel and it's very peaceful and very relaxing. And can you please share his channel link for me, please? I used to love candy corn, but not anymore. The taste is weird to me now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know that it has, maybe it does have a taste. Whatever it is, I just know I don't like it. I hate this new layout. Oh no. I'm sorry. Hi, Sympathy Boned. I like stale candy canes. For sure, Eric, granted, it's only recently been made available for medicinal use here last 5 years. I think still crazy though. And you too, Aaron. It's been a minute. Hey, Abe, good to see you. I feel like your name. Is that you, Abby? Hold on, let me go to your channel. Yes, it's Abby. Okay. Hello. Yeah, YouTube fucked with the names and now it's very confusing. Do you guys remember driving around with your CD case? So someone tweeted this, us, be safe, don't text and drive, also us. So I remember being 16 years old in my Ford Escort ZX2, zooming around town and flipping to find which Less Than Jake or Real Big Fish CD I wanted to listen to. There was Sublime mixed in there, a whole lot of Blink 182, Phoenix TX, but that's what we did. This was our texting and driving, and it wasn't safe. We didn't crash somehow, though. We didn't. We didn't. I would do anything for those days again. I would. It was just a different time. It was. I sound so old. I still have my CD case. Do you keep it forever and ever? My boyfriend still has a CD case, makes me change them out when he's driving. My dad has a Ford Escort. They were really good cars. I had two actually. Do you want to know? Both times the transmission went out on them. And then we never bought a Ford after that. No joke. It was so expensive to fix. And each time it went out, it was so scary. I will say that. I think after that, what did I get? I had a Chevy Lumina after that, a Dodge Neon. I really liked the Chevy Lumina. That car was gold, right? My mom hated it, but I loved it. It was gold and it had dark tinted windows. And it was like driving on a giant sofa. I don't know, it was the comfiest car. And then the Dodge Neon lasted for a while. And then I just stopped driving. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into Foodie's Rage, and then we have some more Amberlynn Reed and Foodie stuff. Okay, there was 11 minutes long of this clip that I had screen recorded, but then it all went out the window, and I just chose not to share that part because she was talking about how sick Salah is. Like at one point, it sounded like he was gonna die tomorrow. She's like, "Yeah, he's really sick." And it was just like, okay. And then she yapped about a few more things. Okay, she says Salah's really sick, talks more about J-Bay. And then she sharts, like super wet, super loud. And then she just kept talking after, and nobody said anything. So I had to replay it 20 times to see if I fucking imagined it or not.
I'm surprised that, because it really shows like we really don't know much about influencers. behind the scenes, like what they're going through, because she always is so positive and happy and of sound mind in her videos, but then I don't know. But I watch a lot of body cam videos.
Supposedly he has TB. I saw people telling him to go get tested. I came across my Lincoln Park CD case not too long ago. I can't talk about Lincoln Park. I have this vivid memory in my mind of like, I saw Chester one time, right? And he was at a fellowship, I'll say that. And he was so quiet and so humble and like I remember there was a bunch of young people there, and if you know, you know, like, I'm not gonna elaborate too much, and they were heckling him, and nobody stopped the fellowship meeting, nobody said anything after, and it's like, dude, I had a sponsor who would rip me a new one if I called 1 minute late, but, like, who was sponsoring these kids that are heckling somebody that just wanted to go you know what I mean? Anyways, the whole thing made me so sad, like, the whole fucking thing made me sad. I remember it didn't sit right with me. But then, like, Steve-O came and everybody treated him differently. I don't know. Anyways, I loved Chester. I loved his music. He seemed like such a beautiful, unique soul, right? That was probably too good for this world. Probably.
Yeah, I watch misplaced brain cells. I watch a lot of body cam videos, and I'm used to seeing people that are a lot worse. Your coworkers call me an influencer. Yeah, I wonder what I influence.
I don't really care if you believe me. No offense.
Like, Tracy tasered outside Gap, 9 cops injured, 4 dead. Fucking salty peanuts.
How do you just let one rip on a live stream? How? And then carry on like it didn't really happen. He was the most amazing vocalist, and he did seem like a beautiful soul. He was the best. New singer Emily, I'm still on the fence with. I can't, I mean, I heard she's really good. I think I saw her fall off the stage or something. I haven't gotten into it just because in my mind it's never going to be the same, right? It's just never gonna be the same to me. Dude, she is gross. You know she doesn't clean herself. She's nasty. I mean, yesterday, I don't want to go back into the yeast infection talk, but when I say I just picture her smelling bile, she has all these infections. She sharts herself, shits herself, and just sits around and carries on. She stinks. She's disgusting. Oh, Flem said she's gonna say Salah's too sick to drive her to the airport, isn't she? Probably. These people are always sick, right? It feels like every week they're sick. Jolene said, "Can we get a foodie arrested in Canada body cam video?" I feel like it's going to happen with this money laundering talk. She is setting up the stage of "I'm too sick to fly." Mother of Dragons. Hey, Mother of Dragons. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. True, Lily, but if Salah has TB, he won't be able to get into Canada either, or she'll get sick from him and not be able to go. And even if you are telling the truth, you're not meant to talk about who was there and who wasn't. Wild. I said a fellowship. I don't know. I'm no longer part of that fellowship. And I think Steve-O is pretty damn vocal about being part of it. I was sharing to say that I don't think that he was treated very nicely there. And it always stuck with me, right? So I don't know why you're here, other than you probably want to start problems. But why don't you just move on? Just move on. Anyway, she denies what just happened.
Your coworkers call me an influencer.
Tone!
Yeah, I wonder what I influence. Like,
And so this
what
is
are you
her
talking
denying it.
about? Tracy tasered outside Gap, 9 cops injured, 4 dead. Fucking salty peanuts. What fart? I didn't fart.
You
I would
did.
mute. What are you talking about?
42 years old.
I fart. I didn't.
42 years old. The money laundering theory is so funny and it's getting to her. I love it. Slipped in while the grandbabies are sleeping, watching them while my daughter is in the hospital having. Oh, congratulations! How exciting! She is, Fel. Who's causing problems in here? Cut it out. They're just trying to. Norlin said, Chantel, his family is so nice. Like they came over just to check on me and make sure I'm okay. Bitch, if you were online slandering my whole family and accusing us of murder, I'd be checking on you too. This whole thing, I would be so ashamed to show my face if I were her. I don't know. I don't want to cause problems with my significant other's family. Do you know what I mean? I don't think anybody would. And then there's Chantal accusing them of trying to unalive her, all kinds of things. But we're supposed to believe they're still inviting her out to dinner. And they're these really amazing people. Teardrop said, but Chantal is a deserved e-beggar. And Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, pay her yourself then, you broke ass hag bitch. Teardrop always wants other people to pay for Chantal, but why doesn't Teardrop ever give her any money? Do you ever see her super chat Chantal? I feel like I've maybe seen $2 once, and I may have even imagined that. My dad works with people every day with TB and has never caught it really, Vicky. I know, but one can hope. Congratulations, good Vicky. I would definitely get the vaccine if I were him to be safe. Have y'all seen the videos of how she's committing fraud? It's really interesting. I know there's one floating around. I posted it on my community tab. Hold on one second. In the off chance that I don't remember to get to it, I actually saw Capone Boxer share it. So it's by Lethal Blondie. Foodie Beauty facing 15-year prison if investigated and charged. Okay, here you go. Hold on, let me go back to our stream. There we go. All right, in the off chance we don't get to it, there you go. He is 70 years old. He's finished working now, but did for 30 years. I always thought Teardrop was sweet, but I learned she's not sweet. So she says Foodie ends up saying that her and Salah will always stay in touch and it won't matter if he remarries because he will call all the shots. And somebody said to her, Danielle said, you do realize once Salah gets rid of you, he won't stay in touch, especially if he remarries. The new wife will not allow it. And she doesn't like that comment.
Number one, I think we'll always be in touch with each other. First of all, for Julia. Second, if he remarries, he'll probably be like calling the shots. And yeah.
Strawberries tells Danielle, sit and spin. Danielle probably can strawberries.
Strawberry.
He's not. I hope he blocks her. I really want this to happen. The second she lands in Canada, he blocks her and she has no way to contact him. And she acts like they have a child together.
Yeah, I don't think so. And also, who cares? Right. Like, why are you worried about that, Danielle? I'm the new wife. It's fine. Thanks for the info. You're so smart.
You're getting ghosted, Chins.
We need
I think so.
a sit and spin emoji. I gotta make all new Canada emojis, bees.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you'll get right on that. When will you find the time between sealing and eating? So then she's mad at No Madness, right? So Miss Casual Vlogger tells her No Madness says that your passport is flagged. And Foodie gets really hot and bothered about that. Somebody says, how the heck would No Madness know that? Jesus Christ says No Madness needs to get a life desperately. We're quoting reaction channels again, Nina says. Teardrop says, how would No Hag know? I don't know why they called No Madness a hag. No Madness is beautiful. No Madness always looks put together. Her face always looks fresh. Her hair always looks clean. You look at her and you know she has showered that day, right? Her skin is glowing. She has beautiful skin, I think. Not so squishy or nutto squishy said, I would definitely have a problem with that too. To have a say so in what I can and cannot do. I won't go crazy. And 50-foot Smurf. Okay, they were causing so many problems for Chantal, and it was amazing. So they said breaking financial sanctions for Syria by using Lebanon. And that's when they start telling her that what she's doing is money laundering, right? Scapegoat says, why did they never have to answer for their bad info? Strawberry says she didn't break sanctions 50-foot. So all these people know everything about Chantel's departure home. Dummies, Teardrop says. I think there's more. Let's see. 50-foot Smurf says maybe talk to RCMP. Teardrop says, Smurf, just shut it. Strawberries wants Teardrop to block the Smurf. Miss Casual Vlogger said she thinks our government would put you on a watch list when they can just watch your vlogs and see your whole life. And then Carrie Walls Wheel says, what the fuck?
Canada? Or passport control? No.
Why can't I pause?
Flag
there we
for
go.
what? For traveling? Like, I don't understand these people's brains. Stick to making face cream that clearly doesn't do shit for your wrinkles. Yeah, so stupid. Oh well, let them think what they want.
Why can't I
Breaking.
pause? Oh, there we go. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but No Madness looks younger than Chantal. I don't know how old No Madness is, but she's saying, "Why don't you work on your skin? It's clearly not working." No Madness looks good.
Financial sanctions.
Oh, I paused it on accident. Sorry.
What? You're a legit moron. How is breaking sanctions in Syria by going to another country where you're legally allowed to access money and people do it all the time? Please explain that to me.
What I do know is she's not supposed to be getting PayPal donations and all that while she's in Syria, right? And she sends somebody to go fetch her money for her. And I think she ends up saying that she's not claiming this money. So technically she is money laundering, right?
How is that illegal? I'm waiting. So someone's not allowed to travel to another country to use an ATM there?
I think it cuts out for a second. She was buffering a lot. Now she's not claiming it, but supposedly the mule is. Yes, nothing's going to happen, trust me. I'm sure you're right, but it would be nice if somebody finally looked into her. It would be nice. They're saying Smurf is nuts. They don't know anything, they're just guessing. Intrusive Thought said, well, you didn't travel, you paid someone to, right? I think she might come back here, or I might have just stayed screen recording because the chat was interesting. I think that's what happened. All right, hold on. Hi, Naughty Box, by the way. I can't remember if I said hi to you when you first came in. Let's keep going. More raging. Now she's raging about falafel reacts and money laundering. Is that the one I just read? Hold on. Did I edit it? No, no. This is a whole other rage. I was just confused by one of the screenshots I shared. According to Falafel Reacts, they are. She's also Muslim, so I think she knows what she's talking about, Danielle said. She thinks our government would put you on a watch list when they could just watch your vlogs. If Syria wants to know, they would ask. I think they would just like you to spend it in their country. 50-foot Smurf said, I have seen your passport is flagged. But how can they see that? Do you already have your tickets? If you do, then they can stuff it, Nubby says. Strawberry says, I barely even left my country, and I know more than you, Smurf. She broke no laws. She knows what she's talking about because she's Muslim. Be so for real right now, Iona says. Okay.
And bringing it to Syria to use here. What's the difference between that and me getting American money from Canada and bringing it to Syria as a traveler? There's no fucking difference.
And hello. Hey, Breezy, just stopping in to say hello before I go on duty. Have a good stream. I will watch it when I get back home. God bless you from Israel. God bless you, and have an amazing
You
day.
people are really warped. No brain. Please go back to school.
But if what everybody's saying, there's no truth to it, why are you so upset, Chantal?
Declare what money? I don't have to declare shit.
You do.
Declare what? Declare what? What am I declaring?
The donations you received.
What's undeclared? I don't get it. No, but seriously, like how no, I'm like legit. You don't have to declare money. I'm not the one who went across the border.
Hey, Cypher.
Okay, so what do I have to declare money that I didn't go and get? I don't get it either. You're just being dumb. Whatever.
Honestly, to you out there listening right now, would you feel as comfortable as Chantal does as like not filing your taxes or not paying what you owe or money laundering? Would you feel so comfortable to do these things?
Continue to be dumb. Syria doesn't allow a large sum of money. Do you know how much money I took? No. So then can it? If you don't know how much money I have, and that's not even true. It's never been an issue. So it doesn't matter where I got it from, 50 foot.
50 Foot said, yes, you do. It's money you got from YouTube.
50 foot idiot. Yeah, like somebody said. I'm not
Drama.
mad, Harley Quinn. We're trying to decipher what is stupid.
Dandelion said, going back and forth to Lebanon for money, always declared and admitted someone else taking money from her account.
And what's like, I don't know. They have zero info on how things work exactly. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. You people listen to morons.
Shelley said, not getting caught equals it's okay to do. Here's the thing, people only get so lucky for so long, right? Whether it's people who drunk drive, they only get lucky for so long until they eventually get caught. People who steal, things like that. You only get lucky for so long, then your luck runs out.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about a falafel reacts just because they're Muslim doesn't mean they know. Do they live in Syria? Are they in Syria going through that right now? No. So then they don't know shit either, apparently.
Shout out to Falafel Reacts. She's an amazing reaction channel. She is funny, smart, and beautiful. She has one chin, a neck, and beautiful, gorgeous hair. Can one of the mods share her channel? Foodie doesn't like her very much.
Right. Yep.
Hey, chicken head.
I have seen your passport. You can't see someone's passport, you stupid idiot. Yeah, just let them think what they want exactly.
Money from YouTube that she's still not claiming taxes. She better travel. I love her. She's awesome.
Money laundering? Yeah, okay. Going to get money at an ATM is money laundering. Do you actually know what money laundering is? You're trying to say I'm a money launderer now.
You
Oh
are.
my God. She knows what she's talking about because she's Muslim. Be so for real. But Iona, this is what this is how their brains work. They don't. Period. They need like WD-40 up in that shit.
And you need to get off the Captagon so you can finally think clearly. What you are doing is, in fact, money laundering. Will you get in trouble? I don't know, but I pray to God it finally happens.
Okay, if you don't declare it going into Syria, how the fuck do you know if the person who went to Lebanon doesn't declare it on the way back? How do you know that?
Do you think the person is stopping and declaring it? Honestly, tell me.
That's not your business, anyways. Bring back Nashies. I'm a dirty money launderer. Uh-oh.
You are. Why are you so bothered about it if it isn't true? Right? It's just like a child. You know how they over explain things or they get a certain type of way? It's hard to explain unless you have one, but you know what I'm talking about. Where they over explain or you catch them in a lie and then they're all bothered about it. And it's even more obvious that they lied by their behavior. That is Chantal. If it's not true and you're doing everything the right way, there would be nothing to worry about, right? Anyways, it sounds like what you're doing is in fact illegal. 15 years, Chantel, 15 years in a not so comfy bed, not being able to ring a bell and getting food whenever you want. Jail isn't comfy. It's not. Like, granted, I've never been sent away for 15. I always did weekends in the county, but it wasn't a good experience. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I don't really like you. So may you get in trouble. May you finally have to answer for all the crimes you have committed. Inshallah, Bismillah, Yallah, all the things, okay? Anyways, she is still being a bitch and saying the cops that arrested J Bay were being ableist. Okay, I still haven't watched it, so you guys will have to let me know if they were being ableist. She got a super chat. So you lied and didn't see the J Bay video. She also gets upset about that.
So I don't got time to waste on you. I know. Thank you, Coco. I know, April. So dumb. What? Wait. No, that doesn't even make any sense. They're going to need 3 handcuffs. Using
Naughty Box, you can disagree. You can have different opinions. Don't ever apologize for how you feel.
that doesn't even make any sense. They're going to need 3 handcuffs. Using 3 handcuffs doesn't make the handcuffs bigger, you dumb.
Yes, it does. She's about to call somebody a dumbass, but yes, it does. So for bigger people like Chantal's size, they use 3 handcuffs, right?
Doesn't make any sense. They're going to need 3 handcuffs. Using 3 handcuffs doesn't make the handcuffs bigger, you dumbass.
It's
Oh my god. If I had 3 hands, that would be useful, yeah. If they want to troll super chat, sure, go for it. Someone's gonna be pressed no matter what, I know.
Let me speed her up a little
I'm
bit.
not bothered or raging. I'm just I literally just try to make people see how stupid they are. Like their theories just make no sense. Money laundering.
Strawberry says for obese people, they do connect the handcuffs together. They had to do that for my aunt. She's over 500 pounds. Jeez.
I know, teardrop, right? She was clearly out of her mind. Them cops were mean to her.
Hey,
I
Kelly.
know, but because people hate fat people and they think like they were really rude. If you look at the comments, it's so gross. They connect the handcuffs together. How do they do that?
Look it up, Chantal, okay? Learn something new
Hey,
today.
Jubalump. I've never seen that in my life. And even if I needed 3 handcuffs, who cares? Yeah, I know, Carefree. I know.
So on a side note, I still haven't watched the arrest video, but I know she was trespassing in a hospital, right? It's not that people were just being mean to her because she was fat, right? Like she did something wrong.
Anyways. Yeah, the J-Bay thing, Melly, I agree.
Really fast, you guys. I am using this cooling pad thingy for the laptop that my boyfriend got me. I'm using it to stream on my mother's, and it's so cool. So it has 6 fans and it cools it off for while you're streaming, and then it lights up this pretty purple color, and I feel so fancy.
Oh, thanks for the money. You lied and didn't see J-Bay video. Yes, I did. Why would I lie about that? She was in the hospital. She was getting trespassed. She was saying she was essayed.
Jeez.
They do realize you're Canadian and your money didn't go to Syria. Right? Like, no, they don't, Shamrocks. They don't realize too much. But yeah, like,
Hey, Nessa. Hey,
I
Sue.
don't even know where to start. Yeah, it's true.
Oh my
Melly, I
God.
agree. They were mean to her. They were like, she was annoying, Teardrop, and like I understand that. Like I understand like I don't agree with her, and I didn't agree with her anymore on the whole plane thing, but or a lot of her views, but some of them yes, but I don't agree with how the cops treated her in that video. Like I think they were like just being totally ableist. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I used to be one of those people that was like, fuck the police. But really, I had a lot of officers that weren't very nice to me because I was an asshole myself, right? Like looking back, I was probably the 10th drunk person they had arrested that day, acting like a fucking 10-year-old who made a whole bunch of grown-up decisions but couldn't act like a grown-up in the heat of the moment. When I'm being arrested, I had to act like a child. Um, they deal with people all fucking day. I mean, they probably want to go home to their families. They're sick of grown adults not being able to get their shit together. I'm sure by the fifth person, their patience has run out, right? I try to put myself in their position. I don't know that I would be a ray of sunshine 24/7. I would probably get sick of people. I'd get sick of BS lies. I'd get sick of people not being able to listen. I'd get sick of people not being able to keep their hands to themselves. I'd get sick of people not being able to drink responsibly. I'd be sick of it all. But maybe that's why I should never be a cop. So there's that. I think I'd have an attitude problem. I would. She said it herself, the police would believe Salah, not her. The cops were doing their fucking jobs. Why does everyone have to be nice to someone accusing them of rape? You don't have to be. Bunch of new made up words for a bunch of that's so nice and sweet, breezy. Well, it's true. It's true. I was a handful. I was. She farted again while talking about cheese. You can't make this shit up.
I want to see you drive your cart to get squeaky cheese. Ah, the squeaky cheese at Farm Boy. We're gonna drive the cart into Farm Boy and try all the cheese samples.
Did you ever watch Two and a Half Men? I have this jingle Charlie wrote in my head. I think it was during the time where he was doing children's music, where if you think about it, it's actually kind of creepy, but whatever. Wasn't there a song like Who Cut the Cheese or something like that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you do. I used to love Two and a Half Men. I did. That was my show. Shelly, yeah, some of the hospitals have trespassed her. Yes, and it always gave me the creeps. Yeah, that part, looking back on how he did the children's music, just, I mean, if we're going based on what the Coreys said, makes you feel some type of way. I really wish I didn't know certain things about people. Like, I think Charlie Sheen is hilarious. I do, and I think he's a great actor. But then I've heard things and it makes me feel bleh. Does that make sense? And I feel like I can't just sit down and watch Two and a Half Men because I want to these days. And for that, I feel sad. Anyways, isn't this whole part haram? I think she starts talking about getting a Ouija board. She even gets a donation for her Ouija board fund. Then somebody's telling her to get a Scientology book. Friendly reminder, she's supposed to be a Muslima. Now, I could be wrong, but she's not very fond of Christians. How does she feel about Scientology? Genuinely curious. Anyways, wouldn't this be haram? You guys will have to let me
Poison,
know.
that's what they are. He spoons. Aw. Yeah,
Yes, Vicky.
strawberries. It's not. Marshmallow fluff is not the same as regular marshmallows. You could play as Sylvia Brown and do those psychic readings. That's so fun, Nina. We should get a Ouija board.
Muslim of the year. So I went to Google because I was genuinely curious. And it says Muslims are not permitted to play the Ouija board as it is considered haram, forbidden in Islam. The practice is forbidden because it is seen as a form of sorcery, involves seeking help from jinn, spirits, and contradicts the principle of somebody that I can't say, monotheism, monotheism. All right, well, there's some words that I should just not try and say because I know I'm going to butcher it. Anyways, I wouldn't even fuck with a Ouija board. One time, when I was 9 years old, my little friend had an idea. We didn't have one, and so she drew one up. And I remember I started to play it and I went guilty and I went home and I told my mother. And like I knew I was going to get in trouble, right? Like in my house, all that stuff was forbidden. Anyways, and I remember I was so scared after, like I thought something was going to somehow enter me or haunt me or possess me. And I've just always been scared of them. I will not fuck with a Ouija board. With my luck, I will get a really mean, grumpy ghost that just wants to cause its revenge on this world. I don't know. I'm not messing with it. If Foodie Beauty does it, I might not even watch it, to be honest. I did them a lot. Really, Candy? She has no respect for her religion. She does not deserve to go use another one in the name of love. Yeah, she just uses them. She borrows religions. She borrowed the hijab, which is, I mean, it means a lot to some women. It does. And then there's Foodie Beauty. She has strained her food with it, paid for sex with it probably, gets shit on while wearing it. She doesn't respect it. Tone said, okay, so Foodie is dumber than a box of rocks and can't see how a chain works and cannot comprehend the term money laundering. She can't understand how 3 sets of handcuffs are bigger than one. Not making this up. She's calling everyone else stupid. It's fucking bonkers. Honestly, I feel like she'd be one of those people that officers don't want to arrest because it's just so much trouble. That's probably how she's got so lucky. There's a lot of paperwork involved, and then people claiming that they're going to die and need to go to the hospital, and then you have to babysit them at the ER. It's a whole process, right? Who really wants to take the effort and go through it with that woman? Not me. I thought this was funny. Why would I lie to you? She stays lying. She should get a liar tattoo across her face like Boogie has. Tweet T said Chantel is going to Vancouver, calling it. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Uh, Danny said Chantel finally feels the way the rest of us do about the Middle East arc. Halloween can't come soon enough. Blah, she says. She really hates it there. She does. I don't know why she keeps trying to paint this. Oh, everybody's so nice, the food. She hates it there. Lord of the Flies said at this point, is anything she does not haram? No. I want to point out that during my clips, I was hashtagging Syria, hijabi, Muslima, because I just feel like more people need to see Foodie Beauty. All right, so Oh Silly and Silly said not Foodie Beauty blasting her very illegal mode of getting her money brought to her in Syria. Once again, just to name one, SEMA, sanctions imposed by Canada. She's so absurdly stupid. Why blast that online and leave it on YouTube? So we're just going to play this part one more time to where she's admitting to this.
No, I don't have a return ticket to Syria. That's right, because I'm not coming back. Oh, Madness said that your passport's flagged.
Lindsay!
And I don't mean to be facetious, how the fuck would she know? Does anyone bother to even think about how these idiots would have this information? Do you work for Passport Canada or Passport Control? No.
But what if somebody in Gorlworld does?
Flag for what? For traveling? Like, I don't understand these people's brains. Stick to making face cream that clicking financial sanctions? What? You're a legit moron. How is breaking sanctions in Syria? By going to another country where you're legally allowed to access money and people.
I don't know, but you know what I think you should do in case you do get locked up, Foodie? You should reach out to No Madness and apologize to her and ask her her skincare routine because it'll do you some favors. And if you do go to jail, you'll have nothing to do but work out and work on your skin. So there's that.
Do it all the time. Please explain that to me. So someone's not allowed to travel to another country to use an ATM there? What? Yes, we had somebody legally travel to a country where it's legal and there's no sanctions to take money and travel back. That's not illegal whatsoever. Also, you cannot.
Also,
What? To bring in funds from a country that has sanctions? Which country has sanctions? What are you even talking about? What's the difference of going to Lebanon and taking money from that country where there's no sanctions?
again, if there's no truth to what anybody's saying, then why all this? She's certainly hot and bothered, isn't she?
And bringing it to Syria to use here. What's the difference between that and me getting American money from Canada and bringing it to Syria as a traveler? There's no fucking difference. You people are really warped. No brain.
And you're the stupidest criminal I think I've ever encountered. Who goes online and brags about committing crimes? Who?
Please go back to school. Declare what money? Say like how? No, I'm like legit. You don't have to declare money. I'm not the one who went across the border. Syria doesn't allow a large sum of money. Do you know how much money I took? No, so then can it?
Ay. Well, can we manifest her going to jail, please? I think we deserve a little break. But here's the thing, we need to somehow sneak a camera into jail. We need somebody on the insides. We need to sneak a camera, a cell phone. We need ways to write emails to her. I don't know, rubbing it in that the reaction channels are still making money and she's locked up. This is what we need. And I know Gorlworld is huge. And I know there's people all over the place. We have lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, we have journalists, we have everybody, okay? We definitely have a corrections officer. We do. Please, I wonder if she has broken their couch yet. Oh, I'm sure she has. Have you seen the couch? So the time she accidentally shows the other side of the room, like the couch has an indent, like it's sagging now. And I don't think it was when we first saw it. Do you guys remember when Shani was reacting and trolling Foodie Beauty? And she posted this? Not a fan of Shani, but she did drag Foodie Beauty very well. I do have to say that. I think today or this week, I don't know. I don't even think she has a channel at this point anymore. She lost one channel, then Rev's channel got taken. They had a Shani and Rev channel, but I think that one's gone too. Anyways, I had a point to all this and it left my head, so let's go back to Foodie. Lola Fight said, love how Foodie Beauty acts like she's above the law. Fraud. Evaded prostitution charges, owns a fake perfume business to cover her income, has a guy smuggle her money into Syria for her. But okay, Girl World is full of brain dead zombies. And then they hashtagged Canadian YouTuber and Crime Watch. Okay, it says money laundering is the illegal process of concealing the origins of dirty money or proceeds from criminal activity to make it appear as legitimate, clean money. Criminals do this by disguising the source, ownership, or destination of illicit funds through a series of transactions, making it harder to detect the original criminal source. So it says criminal origin. The money comes from illegal activities such as trafficking, fraud, embezzlement, or terrorism. Concealment. The process involves complex financial transactions to obscure the money's connection to the crime. Appearance of legitimacy. The ultimate goal is to make the money seem like it was earned through a legitimate source so that it can be used without suspicion. It just seems like so much fucking work. There's so many things to remember. You would eventually slip up and get caught anyways, right? Legal consequences. Okay, it says international third party to access your account can have significant legal and financial risks, including aiding in money laundering and violating bank terms of service. Legal consequences. You could be held liable for illegal activities like money laundering if your account is used for illicit purposes, even if you are unaware of it. Bank account security. Granting access to an account is a serious security risk. Sharing login information can make your account more vulnerable to fraud. Bank terms of service. Some international banks may not allow an account to be accessed by anyone other than the account holder. Yikes. And doing so, I think it cuts off. Doing so could result in penalties or account closure. Lack of proper authorization. If the other person's actions are unauthorized, they could be breaking the law. Well, good luck to her. The ultimate goal is to make the money seem like it was earned through a legitimate source so that it can be used without suspicion. I'm telling you, there's going to be a movie made about all this shit one day. There just is, and it's going to be so good. Your mom's emotional support care said, just a wild dream, but wouldn't it be glorious if a certain fat ass smug cow got detained by Canadian customs and then jailed for alleged money laundering? It would be the best thing. Christmas would come early. It would be pretty amazing. Breezy, well, good luck to her. You are so fun. A huge movie. I had to do all that back in the day before recreational weed was legal. Never got into any trouble though because I was not greedy with the cash. That part there, I feel like a lot of times where people fuck up their lives is they get greedy. And you see it numerous times in numerous circumstances. I could think of it right now with the community on YouTube, right? One person got so fucking greedy and wanted more and more and more, and then ruined his entire universe, right? You see it with millionaires; they get greedy and want more and more. People with gambling addictions, they like the winning, they get greedy with the money, anyways, end up losing it all. It just happens. Greed is not a good thing. It isn't. Fat Cow said Emily leaves a voice. So we're gonna get into Amberlynn Reed stuff. They're in cohorts. Emily leaves a voice message to Reactor, Fat Cow says. Reactor reacts. Other reactors react to Reactor's video. Emily writes to Original Reactor to withdraw consent to use voice message. Original Reactor has to private video. Reactors who reacted to Original Reactor's video also has to private videos. Chaos ensues, reaction channels are punished, and Amber is happy. And then Danny said Emily sends text to Reactor. Amber threatens Emily's license if she releases BPD video. Emily threatens defamation. Amber writes legal manifesto post, deletes content, and hides. Emily revokes consent to Reactor, makes privacy strikes, and deletes Insta to hide. And it's the TLDR cows. That's a quick summary. While very confusing, it does catch you up. Norlin said, Foodie is blaming people rage baiting her for Cuba rage, but then whose fault was pumped up kicks when everyone was begging her to get offline? It was her own fault. I loved that show, by the way. Did you guys watch it? Oh, we have a Rosie song. Oh, this isn't the song yet, but this is her talking shit about Foodie Beauty. Okay, so Aren't You Exhausted said, Rose talks shit about Foodie Beauty right after just discussing with her audience that she thinks reaction channels are too critical and mean and that she'd never say anything negative about someone on the internet because she's an empath.
Is she going off about me? Last I heard, she said I was boring, which, like, is hilarious coming from that lazy lump of sack of a human being. Like, because I do shit on my lives.
You do. You roll. And swim and cook.
When the girl had, like, decent internet, she wasn't doing shit on her channel either. Like, not even either. She wasn't doing shit, like, at all.
Would that one, or no, two pieces of hair? No, that's one and a shadow. Would that drive you crazy if it was just bouncing off your forehead?
Such a loser, dude. Like, I don't take anything she says about me seriously. She's just pathetic. I don't hold any regard towards her as a person. I don't care. Yeah, Farron, for real.
She is starting to talk like Amber.
It's just like, she's just a disgusting person. And yeah. She's never swam in a pool on stream or exercised on stream. Well, you just retracted the message, but I think she like waded in a pool one time.
I don't know. You're already winning though because you have all your teeth. I noticed, Rosie. Foodie can't say that. Elle said Rosie is a lol cow who belongs in girl world. I think part of the reason she dislikes Foodie so much is projection. Both girls are into floor mattress starfishing, rolling around in the kitchen on a chair, adding butter and cream to everything, and having poor hygiene practices. Though Rosie does look cleaner than Chantal to me. So I think her hygiene is definitely better than Foodie's. She's not boring. Here's the thing. I don't always watch her, and I have my reasons for that, but she's not boring. Chantal is boring. Wish she'd stay original and true to herself. Rosie is the most pathetic of all the girls. I just, I guess my issue with her is she always makes herself sound like so much better than Chantal and Amberlynn Reed, but isn't she doing the same things? And she was going around saying how she was, I guess, forced into doing some type of content and for feeders, blah, blah, blah. And she makes herself sound like a victim. But not that long ago, I was sent evidence of her chatterbait. Like she's still doing sex work, from what I know. I mean, maybe it ended last month or something, but I saw the beads, I saw the fist, I saw my thing. So when she tries to make herself sound so much better, it's like all you do though is eat too and roll around, and somebody's clearly feeding you. And you're not off of chatterbait. So how much different are you than Chantal? She did sex work, so did you. Anyways, I was listening to really good music today. Slightly Stupid, Officer, such a good song. Please check it out if you have time. We have another clip. Are you girls trolling in the comments? It says Amberlynn and Foodie. Are you girls trolling in the comments? Oh lordy, it's Jordy. Can't be canceled. He's our girl world goat. I'll die on that hill. He makes me laugh. Genuinely laugh. Okay, let's go to the beginning. His eyes.
Saw that I got canceled. I did. I got canceled. Someone in the comments yesterday canceled me because I said that someone's username sounded like anime, and I got called ignorant or something. So add it to the list, y'all. Ignorant, transphobic, nationalist. That was one from last week. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. I'm done making assumptions, okay? You were already canceled? No. When was I canceled? I also saw that I got canceled.
You can never be canceled. I will cry because I look forward to seeing clips of you every single day. I do. She is gross. Rosie is a better person, I think, and she's trying. You know what? You're right. She tries. She tries. I think I need to just let go of however I feel about her and embrace her as the new cow because eventually Foodie's going to go to the big buffet in the sky. I think Rosie is going to be around much longer. Um, I know she's easily influenced, so I've seen her do it in real time. Like she'll be cool with the person one moment, and her chat gives her a little bit of trouble, and she turns on them. So I would just say, don't get like anybody, don't get your hopes up in that chat. Oh, hold on. Oh, that looks so good. My boyfriend just got a geek bar, and he sent me a picture. It's peach jam. That looks really, really good. I don't know. We like to show off our vapes to each other when we're at work. Do you guys do that with your significant others? Do you know it's the 1 week anniversary DeVito Day? The day we found out what she really looks like under there. The day we realized we've been gaslit for how many years. We've been told how much weight she's losing and how much hair she has. She has more chins than ever, and she has a bald, greasy head and 3 strands. Happy DeVito Day. Maybe we should put this in our calendars and every day we'll celebrate somehow. Narcissist Girl said when Amber comes back, people will flood her chat with the same critiques, and she will very quickly realize that no one has forgotten what she did. Why does she think taking a break will change anything? Just an excuse to not do anything. She doesn't want to do vlogs because she doesn't want to let people into her life like that right now, but the lives are worse for her since she can't escape the questions. Just go back to vlogs and ignoring comments, idiot. I don't even know why we call it a break. She just hangs out and live streams. She's not working on herself. She never will work on herself. When she comes back, she's going to be just as vile as when she left. But I guess we'll pretend it's a break. If you guys have never heard of the Long Beach Dub All Stars, I need you to search them and I need you to fall in love with them. So I really enjoy this song. This is the song that kind of like, I don't know, it'll put you in a good mood the rest of the day. And it couldn't be more of a Southern California song and the video too. Like it couldn't scream Southern California more. So if you don't know who they are, the members of Sublime when Bradley passed away, they created Long Beach Dub All Stars. And sometimes they'll even have Bradley's voice on certain tracks. It's really cool. And this song, Bradley's on it too, and I got goose pimples. I did. Please check it out. Awesome band. Cowboy Dog said, breaking news. Sentient slop bucket declares she's done with men. I know we're supposed to believe that. I think it's just a matter of time until she's paying for sex again, until she makes a community post saying she got another STD. This woman is addicted to sex, men, drugs, whatever, food. She's addicted to it all, and it's been a long time for her, and mama's probably feeling something. So it's just a matter of time. I want to know if she's going to keep the hijab on when she's paying for sex, though. Genuinely curious. All right, you guys, we have to play this song. I was just going to play a little snippet, but it's a slow song. I think what we'll do is speed it up and we'll make it more of a remix. But hold on, it's a song about Rosie. And I think Aren't You Exhausted made it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for a second. There we go. My bingo wing dip is what it's called. Let's go full screen. We're gonna make it faster because I want to be energized, not go to sleep. Let's try this and see what it does for us.
Baby, I've been thinking about the way I move. All these late nights, all these sweet moves. Mirror ball spinning, arms start swinging. Feeling that jiggle, yeah, my truth's displaying. I'm a little soft, but I'm feeling divine. Got that dip on chill, dirty soda on my mind. Diet caffeine free with heavy cream and lime. I sip it slow, it's a victimless crime. Every flow got rhythm, every curve got sound. When I dip it in the flavor, I feel heaven come down. Ooh, I dip my bingo wings in Rio Good Ranch, feeling holy. My second-hand dress, oh, ooh, that cool hits more when I transcend. Taste of redemption, baby. Let me dip again.
Vape with me.
You said confidence comes from within, but baby, it's creamy. It's right on my skin. A little tang, a little soft. Don't call it strange. It ain't my fault. It's that body gospel. Bless this mess. Ranch on my lips. No more, no less. Every bite revelation in disguise. Baptized in flavor. I apologize. Ooh, I've been drowning in the dressing. Ooh, it tastes so real, it feels confessing. If love's a sin, then dip me twice. Call it wrong, it still feels right.
Excuse me.
Ooh, I dip my rainbow wings in Greek yogurt ranch, feeling divine, baby. In that slow dance, ooh, the lights go low, I lose my stance, but I find myself again in Greek yogurt ranch. Self-love never tasted so clean. Bingo wing shimmering in the moonbeam. No shame, no plan. Just me, my wings, and a dip in my hand.
That was so good. Not me adding this to my playlist. Hold on. So this is from Aren't You Exhausted, you guys? If one of the mods, if you're subscribed, can you please share their link? Hold on, I gotta save this to my music playlist. Haha! That was so good. I'm obsessed. More of that, please, and thank you. All right, let me go back to Twitter, you guys. I have a few more tweets for you. I was vaping during that. That was a vibe. I'm grooving. It was so good. Yes, I saw somebody say armpit hair makes it taste better. She dipped her wing in the cream. She sure did. She gave it extra seasoning and everything. Said this girly pop Ashley is effing hilarious, y'all. Here's a clip from her song about Rosie. The lyrics are on point, and damn, this is catchy. Yeah, it is catchy. I was moving and a grooving. When you're sitting down and you hear a song that you like, do you butt dance? Because I do that. Oh, Libra, by the way, who gives me all my like health and supplement tips, said a random naturopathic fact. Choline helps take excess fat off the liver, helps brain function, and important to metabolize fat abs cholesterol. It is beneficial for disorders of the nervous system as well. You can find it in egg yolks. I can't say it, legumes, meat, and milk. So there you go. Health fact of the day. Oh, there's my tweet. Oh, here's the kiss. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. This is seriously why I went live. More than anything, I just needed you guys to be traumatized with me. So we're going to go full screen, and boy, we're going to keep this on a few times. Do you think he's even pooped on her yet? I don't think he's ever kissed her. I don't think he ever will. So let's give her her moment, Chantal. This is the only time you're going to get to live in the moment and feel like Salah has kissed you. Fun fact, this is AI. He doesn't go near you anymore. It's so bad. Her hump head moves with it. It makes my stomach turn. It does. Who's paying for my therapy? Well, maybe if we all go together, we'll get a discount. Lindsay, can you see us? Can you see us at 4 p.m. today? There'll be 117 of us. So clear your schedule. It'll be a while. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Ruby, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. If Foodie goes live before 3 p.m. today, I can snipe. If she goes live after, I'll have to screen record it and we'll cover it the next morning. But mornings with you guys is a fun time. So, anyways, I'll see you later. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody.